Another beautiful Sunday in Goa. Today is May 31st. These are lovely pre-monsoon showers that we've been enjoying in Goa, which has brought the temperature down quite a bit. Though it is still hot, it is no longer that unbearable summer heat. It's quite pleasant now. Today, Maria and I are both cooking an Anglo-Indian pork curry. Hi friends, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Happy Sunday to all of you.
Happy feast also.
Today, Maria and I both are cooking. So, who will judge Roma? Today, Roma is off. So, we are going to make an Anglo-Indian pork curry and Roma is going to try it. Last week, his father Gerard commented on our channel asking us to do an Anglo-Indian recipe. So, I researched and I found an Anglo-Indian chicken stew to make today. And Maria said chicken is very boring, make pork. Now the pre-monsoon showers have started in Goa. So the temperature is better. It is not as hot. So everybody wants to start eating red meat again. I never cooked any Anglo-Indian pork dish. So I searched and on YouTube I found a recipe by this lady, Bridget White Kumar. She lives in Bangalore. The original recipe is linked up here. Please do check it out. Subscribe to her channel. Especially if you like Anglo-Indian food. She has a lot of recipes and she is a published author. My mother has quite a few cookbooks of hers. So we are adapting her Anglo-Indian pork curry recipe. She had made it with half kilo of pork. We are making it with 1.5 kilos because we are having a dinner party tomorrow. Our friends Gareth and Sophia are going back to Canada, so it's like a farewell dinner for them. So we are cooking much more and accordingly I have adjusted the recipe. Only thing is I don't want to multiply the amount of chili powder by 3 because Roma is going to eat and there is also black pepper in it, but Maria is telling me put extra chili.
Yeah, because pork need little spicier. It become bland. Pork, beef, and this beef also.
I'll put 4 teaspoons chili powder. On top of that, there is pepper also.
And pepper put less. Can put chili more.
I'm following her recipe, no?
Okay.
I never made Anglo-Indian pork, so I only made mutton, chicken and all. So,
Okay.
but this recipe, I see it has chili, salt, sour from vinegar and sweet from sugar.
Okay.
So we will taste it, no? In the end. And we will correct the balance. If you want more spicy or more sweet, whatever, we can check it then, no?
Okay. Done.
So now to make this recipe, we are going to make fresh ginger garlic paste. And in the original recipe, Bridget uses that packet tomato puree, but I'm not a fan of that. I like to make my own fresh pureed tomatoes in the blender. So come, we'll show you the ingredients and get started. So here we have everything to make our Anglo-Indian pork curry. We are cooking today with 1.5 kilos of pork, which we boiled yesterday with salt, pepper and turmeric. We'll show you that process also. Then we will use 5 onions sliced, 2 tomatoes which we will puree. Then we will make ginger garlic paste with 2 inches of ginger and 25 cloves of garlic. Another teaspoon of turmeric powder in addition to what we use to boil the pork. 1.5 teaspoons powdered mustard seeds. Another 2 teaspoons of pepper powder in addition to what we use to boil the pork. And 4 teaspoons red chili powder. In whole spices, we have 5 red chilies, 3 inches cinnamon and 10 cloves. And we will season our dish with 1 tablespoon sugar, another half teaspoon of salt and 4 tablespoons of brewed white vinegar. To prepare the pork for this recipe, we have to season it and boil till soft. I did this step yesterday. Wash the pork well before placing in a heavy pan. The reason the pork pieces are so big is there was a big rush at the butcher's as it was a Saturday and we would have to wait a long time to get the meat cut. So I cut it myself, and as I can't cut as well as the butcher, the pieces are quite big. I will cut them smaller after they are boiled. It will be easy to cut then. Just tell the butcher vindaloo cut or curry cut if you don't want to cut the pork yourself. I seasoned the pork with 1.5 teaspoon salt, 1 full teaspoon of pepper, and half teaspoon of turmeric. Added enough water to just cover the pork. Don't put more as the pork fat will also melt. Now, how to boil the pork depends on your personal preference. I like to gently simmer pork in a heavy pan on the slowest flame covered because I feel the texture of the meat comes out best with low and slow cooking. Some would find this method a waste of gas and time. You can also pressure cook the pork till soft. I don't because I find it makes the meat fibrous. So it all depends on your personal preference. I kept the pork on slow flame covered and didn't touch it for 1 hour. After an hour, I could see that the fat had started rendering. I checked the pork to see how much it is cooked. It was more than halfway cooked, so I kept it on the slow flame for another half an hour. After half an hour, the fat was starting to become translucent and the pork was almost soft. So I removed any scum and foam with a strainer. Then brought the pork back to a rolling boil, switched off the flame and put the cover back on. The pork and fat continued to soften in the remaining heat as it cooled. When cool, I removed the cooked pork from the soup. Then strained the soup back into the pork to remove any remaining scum. Little bit of the soup I kept for my doggy. When the pork is stored in the soup like this, it stays very moist overnight in the fridge. Today I took the pork out of the fridge early morning to bring it to room temperature. Now Maria and I have to make fresh ginger and garlic paste, puree the tomato, slice the onions and the pork. I never found a good ready-made ginger garlic paste in the market. It always tastes of some preservative. If possible, always make fresh at home. The pork was boiled in big pieces, now have to cut to curry size. The remaining chichra is for my puppy. Now we have all our ingredients prepared and in place to start cooking. Switch on the gas on a high flame. In a pan big enough to hold all your meat, heat 2 tablespoons oil. Once the oil is hot, temper with the whole red chilies, cinnamon and cloves. Oops, we forgot to break the chilies. As soon as the spices sizzle, add the sliced onions. Add some salt so onions fry faster. We use just half a teaspoon as we have already salted the pork while boiling. Cook till the onions start to brown. It will take about 8 to 10 minutes depending on your flame. Once the onions start browning, add the ginger garlic paste and fry till the raw smell goes. It will take a few minutes because of the water used to make the ginger garlic paste. Cook till all the water is gone and the oil has come out. Then add the pureed tomatoes and fry till the puree thickens and the oil comes out. Now we can hear the oil, so we can add our spice powders. Turn the heat down. Then add the pepper, mustard, turmeric and red chili powders. I didn't immediately use the 4 teaspoons of red chili powder. Can always add more in the end, but can't remove if it becomes too spicy. Mix well and let the masalas cook for a couple of minutes. When you are sure that the oil is out, add the boiled pork pieces and mix well. Let the flame remain low. We'll cook the pieces covered for some time without the soup so that the flavors go into the pork. Add however much soup you want, depending on how much gravy you want, thick or thin. We like thick gravy, so I felt that much soup was enough, but Maria said to add all the rest. And she was right in the end. Then add the sugar and vinegar and stir well. For this stage, Bridget cooked it covered, but we'll cook it uncovered on full flame so the gravy thickens. After 10 minutes, the gravy is not yet thick the way we want it, so we'll cook it another 10 minutes. This is the time to test for balance of salt, spice, sweetness and sourness.
Salt was okay?
Yeah. After tasting, I added the rest of the chili powder and another pinch of sugar. The ingredients listed earlier are as per the final amounts we used. Now all the flavors can come together in the final boil. I like to use this time to remove the hard whole spices. Chilies can remain. Now the gravy has thickened and the pork curry is done. The gravy will thicken further while cooling as the meat absorbs the liquid. Taking some out for 3 hours for dinner today. Rest is for the party. So now, Mama and I made Anglo-Indian pork curry.
Okay.
You have to taste and you have to give us marks out of 10.
Oh. Okay.
And you have to be honest.
Okay. I'll be very honest. It's nice. Spicy? No, it's not spicy. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. I found it slightly spicy.
Maybe because I just ate one time.
When I ate it, I thought it's little spicy. And when heating it for the party, I'll add little sugar and vinegar.
No, don't add no anything. That will all soak into the food. What
Okay.
it tastes nice. And for spicy.
So give me and Mama marks out of 10.
I think 7.
Give her one tight slap, man. 7. 7 ki.
You have to be honest.
No, good, very good. I'm proud of your honesty. What? 7 out of 10.
We have to become professional there, na? A little bit expert.
So what we can improve?
Maybe I think little more salt.
Okay.
Or else it's fine. Spice is also good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, 7 out of 10 for our pork curry. We will ask Gareth, Sophia, and Blanche also to give points.
10 only, and then and I will look like one this time.
We'll ask.
I will say 10.
We'll see. I'm only happy that Maria also got 7 out of 10. Now she knows how it feels. Thanks so much for joining us for another recipe, guys. Enjoy life. Take care. Today's recipe video is dedicated to Kathleen Gladys Murphy, or simply Kitty as she was always known. A beautiful human being who was a second mother to me, who cooked such fantastic Anglo-Indian food for us, her family. You are missed, you are loved, never to be forgotten.